make music for the grown hitters and go-getters that shine miraculous. Pimps and dope dealers, no faking and all that acting tough. School teachers and outreachers, the ones that need the love but never seem to seek it, just hoping that wanna listen up. Airborne, the sky guards that seek danger. Told the drill sergeant he just wanna be a ranger. Life of anger, never had much in the pantry. Sick of free lunches, he hustled to feed his family. Schoolboys and schoolgirls that drive the Camry. Starving artists that go harder to see a broken dream. All riggers and stack figures and always hustling. 3 in the morning, he hoping that Frank don't overheat. Crab dealers and bartenders and car benders. Ducking the laws under the stars with lost children. Making the way, seeking the lane, a smooth pavement. This song for ancestors that laid the foundation. It's one nation under the groove like Tiger 5 for the Kappas and the Qs, the Alphas and boys in blue. Pretty ladies devastating the poodles and doves too. Showing love to the world, I'm making music for you.
To the hustlers, players, and the Max kicking back in the Cadillac. Fifth wheel with the grill to match. Let's take it back. This one's for you. This one's for you.
Worldwide. Yeah.
This one's for
Bitch,
you.
they kick back, they smoke cools and sip brew. Throwing some bones around, magnificent barbecue. Slip on some male waiters and cranking that Johnny Taylor. Searching for soul heaven, they macking the disco lady. Whipping that old Mercedes, that curl got activated. Gold hair and bone chain, the creases cut in the air. Cane goes with one gold, front and center going down. Smoke a pound of zigzags, leaving blunts over there. I swear, I remember these days just so vividly. When no cell phones, you kicking it with your family. Double Dutch, 2-hand touch and broken glasses. Throwing them hands daily, just showing them who's the master. Crushings on cuties with overalls and little reds. Sipping on peach sodas with sour straws was the best. This is back in them days when young folks played. And you ain't have to worry about your neighbors or your friends. Loose in, Shaka Khan, zooming like the Commodore. Searching for some poison, rocking on the dance floor. Oh man, what I get to go back to them days when the family was the friends and the friends was the same.
To my ladies, working hard for the baby. Single parent home on their own and they do it alone. Here's a toast for my women at home. This one's for you. This one's for you.
Worldwide.
This one's for you.
All right, this is Shady Will, y'all. You already know we're about to run it back like a classic. Look, this is season 2 of Optimistic Talk Radio. Look, you see the crew up there. It's a totally new crew. I want to shout out Holly. I want to shout out Mo. Look, we got to keep it going. I'm about to get out the way because, look, these 4 people right here, y'all, they about to set it off. Let's get it. Okay, I was expecting something to happen after I said that. Oh, but you know what, y'all? They probably was talking, but I had to, I have to do a little bit of restriction when I do this. So, I'm sorry about that. So, I want to repeat that. This is the new class. We about to mix it. We about to remix it right now. What's going on, guys? What's good?
What's up? We're great. And I'm Avi.
I'm Shawanda, aka Shay.
Belle.
I'm like the Dr. Grinch of the crew.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Know what you came to do.
Dre, you gonna give that? Hey, you gonna get that humble introduction, man? Come on, man, you can do better than that, bro.
Well, my own introduction is, let's go.
All right, there you go.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Y'all, like I told y'all, man, this is gonna be very interesting. Some people you are familiar with, some people you not. Like I said, I really hope y'all enjoy this because y'all go see these people on this show, going forward. I don't know the frequency. I don't know if this is gonna be every Monday thing. We haven't discussed that yet, but hopefully we do. So this time, like I said, I'm Shady Will. I'm just the moderator and the producer, but these are the people that y'all are gonna talk and interact with. So I guess we go kick this off. Get it started. Man, we go ahead and talk about so we can put this to bed. Let's go ahead and get it, man. The Kendrick Lamar halftime performance. What y'all think?
I actually liked it. I do kind of feel like some people were looking for complete entertainment,
Like
but
me.
he's you was looking for entertainment.
I was. First off, I'm not a football fan, so I only got on just to watch the halftime show. So
Which I can understand. What y'all think? Y'all,
Well,
what do y'all really
he's not
think
a
about it?
performer like that, but I think the
Mm-mm.
biggest issue was when people was asking what type of message was she trying to deliver, with the all black you know performance of course, and like the black people represent the flag, the Samuel Jackson. I think that was the biggest question. What was the message he was trying to deliver?
I just think a lot of times us as you know, we scream black culture, but we don't have a real true identity. What is black culture? We say it's excellence, but yet on the highest stage at the highest time, we rather look for, I hate to say it, this ratchetness, hoodness, and
Yeah,
silliness.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
he brought something different. I liked it. I actually enjoyed it. Some things it
Me
took me a
too.
minute to catch on. For us, the symbolism of that, the Grand National, what it meant, what it
yeah,
understood.
exactly. Yeah,
Uh, it also took a backstage. I understood, like, example, the guys up on the street, like, all of us come from the block. We know what that means.
right.
But at the same time, it was a symbol of power. Of
true.
course, they don't get it because they're not like us. But let me tell you something else.
Right.
Yeah,
We
they're not
love
like
them,
us.
of course,
Yeah, they're
but
not like us.
a lot of us really aren't like us neither. That's another thing you got to
Right.
realize.
Ooh, that was deep. That was deep there, Dre.
That
That was
was.
deep there,
That
Dre.
Because
was.
he made a statement in the song. He said, "Why they coming from Compton?" So that's another thing. West Coast people are very territorial. And they ride with their people. Us in the South, we're a little different. You know, I mean, we just really are different. But you ride with certain people. So it's a lot of went to the halftime show. So
And can I ask
I
the ladies something
understood
real
a
quick?
lot. Uh-huh. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, how'd y'all feel about Serena? Because they said it was kind of like get back at Drake for her come out there sea walking to
I
his
th-
song. How y'all ladies feel about it? Was it get back or was it cool?
See, Kendrick is one of those. He's gonna always have double meanings, triple meanings. Just him. And I think because I remember when she did like the sea walk after she won, or I can't remember what it was
I think it was the
over her
Wimbledon. I know
match
what
or
you're talking about. I think it
whatever.
was the Wimbledon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a they blew that out of proportion
They're
completely.
gonna do that.
So
They
yeah, so it's like I think she was able to do it again. Now I think undertone, of course, it was to be like, haha, Drake. But on the same token, she was able to have another platform to do what she wanted to do then, because you see, they didn't say nothing much about her doing that. They completely was like, oh, you did that for Drake, da 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 da. When realistically, I think she did it because she got so much heat when she did it the first time.
Yeah,
she got
I
a little
agree.
heat from Stephen A. Smith too because he said his her husband should divorce her for doing that.
well, that means
That's
Snoop
Stephen
should
A.
have
Smith
left.
though.
That
I
Snoop
got
should
some other
He
words
ain't
for him, but
married
I
though,
don't know.
is he?
Snoop should have left
Oh,
his wife.
okay.
I
So
mean,
is he
Snoop
married?
wife should have left him then because Snoop did the same thing. The whole point of the emphasis
Mhm.
was to emphasize women. But you gotta look at this too. Drake been trolling that woman for years on certain
Yeah,
verses
he
and certain
did.
songs.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He has.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a symbolizer of a lot of things. That's why he said when Kendrick from down from some lunch, he made that statement in there. A lot of things as people, I don't understand is why is it every time Drake can throw some punches, but and say these things, we forget what he said. He
Yeah.
brought
Right.
Compton out. He didn't bring Stephen A. out. He brought Compton out. He brought his people with him.
Right.
True.
He brought the red and blue. Y'all know what they symbolize already. When he got the
Right.
car,
And
it was
that
all
had
red
double
on stage.
meanings
That let you know
too.
what he represented.
Yeah, that had so many meanings. Like he's just a deep type of person, and every song that he's got has some type of
True.
undertone meaning to it. Like that's just him. And I think those who haven't been a part of the whole journey with him wouldn't understand that.
I agree on that.
That's
I
just my
think
Yeah, a lot
opinion.
of people don't understand metaphors these days. I was even
Hmm.
talking about when Drake was I'm not Drake, my bad, Kendrick. He in his video Squabble Up, he got little Anthony. You remember little Anthony when they killed Kane on Men's
yeah,
Society?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then but he got a little dude on a tricycle said we about to kill him off. Pardon me if they got
Oh
kids with them, we
yeah,
about to kill him off. I said people didn't even get there how deep it was.
yeah.
Because he said we about
He
to
is.
kill
He's
him
one of
off.
those. I love that. He make you think, and he always be making you think. Like even the whole, even
Yeah.
way back to the swimming pool. Like the whole that song. Like he's just one of them people. And I like that. I think he makes making people starting to think now, which a lot of times in the black community we have really stopped using our brains. We have stopped thinking. So we need to think again. You need to go deep. You need to think. There were some people who didn't even know what 40 acres and a mule was.
It
That is
was.
Yeah, going
disturbing.
about, yeah. You know what? He's bringing back hip hop.
Right.
He bringing back
Correct.
black minds. That's what he's trying to bring back. Unfortunately,
Hmm.
it's hard these days because we have we got too many narratives. We got social media playing a major factor in our community. That's the biggest one.
Right.
You got black stars who claim to be advocates, but they're really not. So it pays. I mean, he's a Pulitzer Prize Award winner.
Yeah.
it gets deep on that end. So it's a lot to play in those factors.
So ladies, y'all ladies, and Drake too, y'all gonna give it and D Will, y'all gonna give it what top five performance or Super Bowl performances, or is it up there with the Michael Jacksons and the Prince?
Entertainment wise, no.
Uh,
Entertainment wise, no.
entertainment
But lesson
wise,
wise,
no.
yes.
Yes. I'm with you on that one. Entertainment, no. I've been to a Kendrick Lamar
And
concert,
I
so
did like
I
the
knew
fact
what to expect.
all by himself too, because you haven't seen anybody to do. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I expected him to bring out other people with him, but I was like, oh, okay, he did this all by himself. One or two residential, but you know how other people say,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like,
I know what you're
okay,
talking about. Yeah, the only thing he brought out, I think, was that lady, and then he said mustard, and
Silly.
mustard came out. Yeah, yeah. For the most
yeah.
part, he did by himself though. Yeah,
I really thought he would have brought out Beyonce and did America Has a Problem. I really thought that. I thought he was gonna do that, but
that been tight. That been
he
tight.
that would have
She,
been
she getting ready for
so.
Cowboy Carter, so y'all know y'all spent about
Yeah,
$17 million to go and see Cowboy Carter.
and I'ma go, and I'ma go.
Lord,
Wow,
I
wow,
cannot.
wow. Hey, hey, these people are on fire right now, y'all. They got some topics. They got some questions that they go discuss with y'all. Man, are y'all ready to get into what is the state of black culture right now? And look, before we get into
Mm.
that, we're gonna play a
Oh,
video
oh,
with Candace Owens in, and then we go hop into this question. Let's get it.
let's get it.
Directed more towards Candace than anyone. I've heard a lot about you. Haven't really went to an event like this in general. I get the point that you're not really well liked specifically with the black community, but one thing I wanted to address was growing up socially, a lot of black people around me at least were conservative. They went to church every Sunday. They were very religious. That's just how they were. What do you think is stopping them from being in this room?
Culture. That's the truth. Black America has faced a full cultural decline before everybody else. I actually believe that the government experimented first with Black Americans, LBJ and the Great Society Act, to see how they could completely obliterate the black family and worship government and more governance. Welfareism destroyed Black America, and it created the toxic culture that we see today. Every single ill that Black America is facing, they are facing because we went from a 22% single motherhood rate back in 1964 to today, the single motherhood rate being 73%. We don't have our families together. More than 73% of Black Americans are growing up without a father in the home. So you could just imagine what that does when I say that every social ill follows: the incarceration rates, the criminality rates. And what happens, by the way, is that when you remove that family unit, it's not like they just go, okay, no family. It becomes an empty space, and they fill that void with something else, and that something else for Black America has been a toxic culture. They turn to rappers, they turn to the streets, they pursue pursue that paternity and that maternity elsewhere. And this is the huge epidemic that we're facing today. Well, if Hollywood and what's on the TV is raising you, then that's the only option you've ever been presented with. You couple that with the other pillar, which is the education system. Their initiative is to further marry you to government. The Department of Education was created in the 1970s, and with the explicit goal to make sure that people that are growing up under the Department of Education, all of us, believe that governance can deliver us from everything.
All right. So, what is the state of the black culture, y'all? Let's go.
Whew.
Since there was a black
Now,
woman
I
addressing it, Candace, I'm gonna let the black ladies go first. I'm gonna let the beautiful black women go first. I want to hear they, I want to hear they
Alright,
take on it.
alright. Now, this is Avi. So I can say this. I'm not a big Candace fan. However, she's not wrong in this. I do believe that the black community, and it's the government who did that. I can't say what I really, really want to say because I
Yeah, you can.
am the
Yeah, you
government's
can.
bitch.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, you can. You can say
I
what you
gotta be
want
mindful
to.
what I say.
Shit, that's why we
Well,
on it.
unfortunately, I'm still in the military, so I gotta watch what I say. But
Oh,
I do
gotcha. I know
believe
that.
that I do believe that the government it had a major part in that between the welfare, everything, the whole our black men go fight for a war, come back, and they don't get the services. They coming home, breaking up homes. Like it goes back so far, even to slavery, where you got sharecropper families who have been broken down, and it's just a generation of trauma and pain. So, and the government did that. Like, let's just be realistic. The government did do that. My personal opinion, my factual opinion too.
All right, spit your facts in, girl. All
I
right.
would say that
Shay.
I do think, um, like she said, government plays a part, but I also think that mental health plays a big part in our
Mhm.
culture. I think that a lot of our men and women suffer from postpartum depression, but that's a different day for a different topic. But I do
Okay.
think that postpartum serves is very high in our community. And just a snippet, I just feel like when a woman is pregnant, um she with a guy, and then when they break up, it's like, I don't want this baby. It ain't love. It ain't nourished. And then when the baby come out, you look like your damn daddy type of thing. And that baby
Mhm.
still don't have no love. So guess what? That baby turns into the streets. And then it's just an ongoing thing. But like I say, that's a different day. But so I feel like government mental health does play a big, big part in our community.
I agree.
You want to go, Dre, or you want me to go next?
You gotta go, D-Bell.
Uh, I was gonna go say something else because she was talking about like the single mom thing, but as far as black culture go, I think we're a little lost because every day I get on Facebook, I see women down talking men and men down talking women, and it's usually us.
Yes.
It's usually the black people, and I don't like it. So I just think it seems like we're at a war or something, like a
Mhm.
Texas war or something. But that's why I stand on black culture. I ain't gonna take up too much time, but that's why I see it is. Black men down talking black men down talking black women and vice versa.
And
Copy.
killing each other too.
Well, you guys
That's
yourself
it.
one question.
What's
You gotta
that?
be real with this one question. What's the narrative that we push?
Oh, the narrative is it's several narratives. That I don't need no man.
Oh yeah,
I
there
don't
you
need
go.
no
Yeah.
woman. Baby mama, baby daddy culture. You rarely hear people say, it's always my baby daddy. This never when I get a husband. It's if I get a baby daddy. Can we speak it into existence? Can we speak a husband into existence? Can we speak a wife into existence before we speak these children first?
Well, you have to look at two things being as black folks. And I hate to be like this here. I think I'm the lightest one out of all of us, but you have to ask yourself a question, and then you got to be honest. What narrative are we really painting for the next generation? Because that's nothing really changed. Rap music has not changed really. It was a little bit different when we were coming up, Of course, we still have the same antics, but it's really worse, and the generation's getting worse. We don't
Mm-hmm.
push
Right. Yeah.
narratives. You know,
Right.
we talk about this mental health and all these things here. I get certain things, certain traumas. I do, certain
Right.
ones. But a lot of things black folks don't let them let go of certain things. And they just keep it real. Certain
Right. Like
things we
We
push.
have it was values. Those values are missing. You know, a lot of those values, me being a mother of a teenager, I still push values. I still push, that you please, date, get married before you decide to have children. Go to college, do these things because I still have values. I still want her to pursue those values.
Or what about a value like respect, authority?
Yeah, of course.
What about
Of
honor
course.
thy mother, thy father? I got even better for you. What about a family? What about the village it takes to raise the family?
Oh, you know
Now
we
the
got the
village
press on
we're
the line.
painting now
We got the press on the line
is the
today.
fact of
Church might be yesterday.
that we
We
have
got the press
found
on the
that
The
line. We
The
got the
village
press on the
ain't
line.
there.
but
The village ain't
here's the
there.
narrative. Here's the narrative.
because
I'm gonna give you the greatest example. I'm not gonna put the individual out there, but I crossed on the book on the blue app. I seen how people will go to their grandparents' house or their friend's house just to fight a family members and record it live, and we give great feedback, like the narrative being painted. People don't love family no more, and the strongest thing that black people had was the backbone of the family. I get that some narratives have changed. You gotta. I hate to use this term, certified pedophile in a family. I'm just being
And it
real,
is. It's
Wah,
a
wah,
lot of
wah,
them.
wah, wah.
and all those things. But we also have to take accountability. It's the fact of you know, it happens. And that's why I say certain traumas I understand, certain things I don't get. One thing I don't like in black culture, and I'm gonna be real with you, if you've been cheated on and you still holding on, you something is really wrong with you. Because that relationship is dead and gone, and you can go on
Somebody need to
forward
hear
with
that.
your life.
and you
Hey, Dre, somebody need to hear that.
I'm just being honest because we hold on to certain things for no reason. I get
right.
something happened in childhood. I get that part.
Yeah.
I get that part. But certain things,
Yeah.
why are we still holding on to certain things? We
Mm-hmm.
like mental health is so like, oh, it's over. Mental health is what you make of it. If you
Right.
still holding on to something that is childish to me, well, you can't. What people say it might not be to you, but it has to be. If a man or a woman left an individual, y'all seen Waiting Next Hell. We all know it. I get it. But at the same time, it is 20 million individuals in this world. We paint too many. I can't. Another narrative I want to paint, and I really it bothers me is how can I put this? I don't want to get my man fined, but you know, you know, I just gonna say Lucky Charms. I say that we paint that narrative too much, as if you know we're not producing family. We're actually tearing the family away, claiming that we love family, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest problem in black culture. It's not family oriented. It's division, and that's what we are. We're at a division state of mind. Everything is separate. Everything, everything. Man and woman are separate. Mother and father are separate. Hell, it's getting out to where men loving men, women loving. I mean, it's getting. We just
And
accepting anything.
Dre, real quick too. I think the lady said something. I think it was Candace Owens that was just talking. I
Mm-hmm.
think so. I think so too. Man, I remember Sunday dinners, man. Like, damn, what happened with that?
Hmm.
Like,
I mean, you only get
after
together
church,
now unless
we
it's a
go to grandma
funeral.
house, man. We go to grandma house.
We only get together now unless it's a funeral.
And that's
That's
true.
sad.
Yep.
That's true.
Holidays
And
Sad but true.
not even a wedding, because you know what? I'm in my late 30s. You know how many weddings I have been to in my family? I can count on one hand, and I don't need all the fingers. Like that's how many. I just think that it's not pushed. It's not pushed like it was back in the day. It's not valued. It's not looked at as a blessing, a generational blessing, because that is what can guide your future, your descendants into greatness is
Hey,
marriage.
Well,
And you're
hold
not
up,
you
pushing
right.
it.
Hey,
Now,
I go.
hold up.
Hey, I go. I won't go to a wedding, but I go to a bachelor party.
But I'm gonna pause on
Oh
that. I'm
Lord.
gonna pause on that
Oh
right there
Lord.
I
Oh
gotta go see
because
the
you
Lord.
got
strippers.
to be
I
careful
gotta go
now
see the
who you
strippers.
marry.
I gotta go see the strippers.
Well,
Damn the wedding.
I think
Damn
you
the
got to think
wedding. I'm
about that
trying.
narrative
Hey,
too, as
I'm
far
trying to
as
see
the
the strippers.
aspect of as far as the aspect of marriage, because you got to be careful who you bring into your family.
That is true.
Well, yeah, and that's why you court, and I do think a lot of people they have that in their mind of it looks they make women look so bad at how we date, like take the whole little Lori Harvey situation. They just can't stand the way that she dates, and she gets tired of them, she's out of there, and that's just some people that's just
Well,
how they
well,
are, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I can't.
Women should be picking. So women should be picking who they date.
No, they should be absolutely picking who they date.
Well,
Like who
let
people
me ask
should
you
be
a question.
picking who
Let me ask you a question.
I
Everybody
ain't gonna
should
I
be
knock
want
you for
I,
picking
that.
I,
who
I
I
was
they
just
want to
date.
ask the
asking.
ladies a
I was
question.
just asking the
I want to ask the
ladies.
ladies a question. I
Hey,
want to
this
ask the
y'all
ladies
chance
a
to clear
question.
it up right now. Hey, should women be picky who they choose to date?
Hey, D Bell, before y'all get into
Yes.
that, this can
Okay,
segue
go
into
ahead.
the next question. Dating in the social
Okay,
media era. So before we get into
Mm,
that question, we got another video for y'all. Y'all check this out.
okay.
let's go. Let's go.
It has to do with social media. I know our generation is kind of centered around social media, and we use that to communicate with people of the opposite sex a lot. How do you know whether you're being like flirty or friendly with someone? Like, how do you know if you're leading someone on accidentally, or, how do you know?
So I'm going to leave this for Tracy, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to leave it for her, because I often have been told that I'm flirty when I'm just really being nice to someone. And so this is something that I struggle with personally, because I'm just an outgoing person and I love to compliment women and all that type of stuff. So Tracy.
He flirts with me. I mean, what I think happens is that we are wired for relationship face to face. And social media is wonderful, and I use it. I mean, Mr. Levinson and I flirt with each other with social media as well. But I think the tricky part is that you can't read body language when you are texting someone, right? And you can't, social cues, like for instance, like you can tell if a guy's kind of getting uncomfortable or if he's awkward around other people, right? So there's certain things that happen with eye contact and our body language that you just can't read through social media, right? So I think that it is helpful to eliminate some of that texting in the beginning of the relationship and not be as available, because when I was dating Mr. Levinson, I wasn't available 24/7. Like he couldn't text me at 9 o'clock. He could, like I wasn't available. He had to think about me. He had to make plans to be with me. And so I think that it has definitely affected the way people are. And I think as a girl, in terms of not wanting to come on too flirty or whatever, I think that I just wouldn't be available so much.
Wow, that's a good question, Signa. Now I want to pivot a little bit, because part of dating and what guys today require is when it comes to sexting and pornography. And I'm not talking about the spamming of going online and typing in a porn site. I'm talking about I want to see something of somebody that I'm talking with, and I need you to send me a picture. So talk about that from the perspective in your book.
Well, I mean, our bodies, there's nothing wrong with our bodies. And there's actually nothing, I loved when my kids were little and they'd run around after bath time and they were naked as jaybirds. Like, I think naked is cool and great. But my personal nakedness is for Mr. Levinson, right? It's a gift that I bring to him. And so I think it's really a matter of, it's the mindset. For if a guy's asking for that, I just immediately assume he's looking at porn. And let me tell you why. Because I think what happens is our brains change when we look at porn. It actually changes the receptors in your brain. Dopamine is, that is like that drug thing. And it's almost like cocaine. And so if a guy is asking to see you naked, I would be very suspicious.
All right, y'all. Dating during the social media era. Let's go.
And I want to talk about that. It's obvious. I want to. The comment of send me a pic. I cannot stand that. If you ask me to send you any type of picture, especially that's not on my social media that you can get off of there, but no, I don't want that type of picture. Oh, you don't want me, and you will be blocked.
That's a deal
Yes,
breaker?
it is. Asking me
All
to
right.
send some sexy pictures, yes, it's a deal breaker. It is.
Only thing I disagree with on that, honestly, is the texting. Because I'm gonna prove why I think there's a bunch of crap. Back in the day when we was young, when you wrote a note to an individual, did you look at the words or did you thought about the body language?
The word.
Exactly. That's all this. I think dating these days we making too big of a deal of a lot of things. Now I understand the picture perspective. I
What you
get
mean
all
by
that.
that? What you mean about Dre? There, you said
Okay, let me
making
give you
too
a
much
crazy
of it.
example. You asked a question earlier, prior to their women picking. Everybody pickiness comes from, I believe, outer appearance more than eternalize. You don't
Right.
eternalize until after you get to know the person to eternalize whether you like their thought process or the way they see things. That's pickiness is really outer appearance more than it is anything. You
I
don't
follow you. I
understand.
follow you. Yeah, I follow you. I follow you. Makes
So
sense.
we all we I mean everybody has a preference. You
I
understand?
would
There's
say
nothing
being
wrong with
picky
it.
when I was younger was more about the looks and appearance. Now that I'm in my late 30s, picky is more so the whole totality of the man. A man who takes care of his body, I know you have a little more discipline in certain things in your life as far as eating, working out. A man who, house is nice, like certain things he can speak well, certain things that I look for now. He's groomed because let's face it, not every man and not every woman is going to be appealing to every single person. So I look at
Yeah.
the whole totality of the man,
What
everything, the whole.
how do you get to that point unless you first had to be attracted to a person? We can say all those things, but I think we have to be naturally that
Yeah.
now ain't
Yeah.
now, that,
Yeah.
now come on now come
The,
on
the
let's
attraction.
keep it
The
real.
attraction. Number one key, Dre. They speak to him, Dre. They.
It is all of us on this phone. I don't care what how we say. And the
I'm gonna
attraction is
let
the
you in
first
on a
key.
secret from women. We do not. Sometimes we can talk to a man, give him my number, and we might not be attracted to him. The attraction might come later.
That's the
I
truth.
know you know what I can't buy that one. I can't buy that. I
Hey,
just
I'm being
Oh,
now
for
what
real.
was? Why was gonna say? Oh, why don't she be quiet? She was gonna say something. Hold on.
Who, me? No, I
Yeah,
can't
you was gonna say something. You was gonna say something.
because I'm with you, Ivy. Because sometimes you be like, oh, okay, can I have your number? And you be like, oh, okay, cool. Sometimes you just give it the number to get people out your face. Sometimes,
I knew
and
I knew
then
it was something. I knew
and
it.
I'm just saying, I'm
I
Yeah,
just
knew
being
it.
honest because sometimes you can give it, or even when they file in your DM, you can give them your number and you be like, oh, okay, we can kind of see where this go. But then, why are you still DMing me if I gave you my number? Like, oh, you cut off. Like, mm,
hmm
But why waste your time though? If you know you ain't attracted to that dude,
because it can
it's not.
something.
Yeah,
It can something.
Thank you, D
I mean,
Bell. Thank you, Bell.
and
Thank you, Bell.
and
why are you
other
wasting time?
people
Hey, you know
DM
two things you
it's
never
not
get
a
back.
waste of
You know one
time.
is
It's
time,
not
right?
a
You
waste
know
of
one thing you never
time.
get back in time.
you're right, but
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 it's not a waste.
person until you get to texting or talking or however the conversation might his approach may be wrong, but his conversation may be right.
Now wait a minute.
Or you
Time out.
attracted to
Wait a
him
And
though?
minute. Wait a
Or
minute.
even
you
Wait a minute.
and
are you
even his
attracted to him though? Oh,
approach.
are you attracted to him
Yeah,
though?
probably eventually. Like for instance, if
Yeah.
I've had a
He
man
said
approach
eventually.
me very respectful. I'm talking about his approach was very manly, respectful. He was
He
not
had game.
somebody.
He had game. You saying he
He
had
had a
game?
nice little game.
Yeah, okay,
However,
there you go.
appealing wise, he was not somebody that I would have went to. I would have went for. However, after having a conversation and going on a couple of dates, it's like, oh, okay, his mind is attractive too. And that makes you. Oh, the way he takes care of his body is attractive. Oh, the way he parents his children is attractive. Like all of these things have the whole man is you can have all that and be attractive. You can have none of that and be still pleasingly
So
looking but be unattractive.
so you end up giving him some. You could say, "I'm messing with you."
What?
What?
They didn't say I'm the wild
Oh
one out the group.
Lord.
I'm the wild
But
one out the group.
Wait.
I'm looking. You got to
I'm
be.
messing with you. I'm messing with you.
But for
I'm
real,
messing with you.
if they not over 6 foot, I ain't even giving them time of day. I
Now
ain't.
pause right
What?
there. Pause right there.
That's a
five,
Pause right
requirement?
there. Pause
5
Okay,
right
go
foot
ahead,
there.
Dre,
is
because I'm
Pause
about to
right
get
fine.
in,
there.
Dre. Go ahead,
Now,
Dre. They
I
gotta be at
see.
least 6 foot. Go ahead, Dre.
Now
Because I'm finna
these
get
are the
in. Go ahead, Dre.
things that we are talking about right there. Notice what we had just said earlier about being picky. Her narrative
Yep.
was as time
What
progressed, she
Shay ain't
found
you
out things
tall?
that she
Shay
liked.
tall though.
You know what I'm saying? Us as men, let me just keep it real with you on some levels. Us as men. If a woman is unattractive, 9 times out of 10, we'll be some of us will be cordial, some won't say nothing. We'll be cordial, But conversation wise, it's gonna be limited because we don't find you appealing,
Yeah,
and
we
that's
might hit up at 3 o'clock in the morning when there ain't nothing else to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning, shit.
That
All the
rebound.
other choices done turn us down. Shit, she next.
well, we speaking from the dating perspective.
But you're a
We
pastor.
speaking
You
from
can't say
the
that. I
dating
can
perspective.
though.
Okay,
You're a
you
pastor. You
right,
can't
Bill.
say it, but I can.
But
Go ahead, though, Trey Day.
all I'm saying is is this here is the fact when it comes to dating. A lot of things, as you get older, you find attractive, but it's gonna take time to see those things. But initially, right off, it's gonna be preferences that some men prefer beautiful eyes, some men prefer thick thighs that save lives. It all varies on the attraction. I think things are different because here's a question I would like to ask, and I don't know if this is a topic of discussion. Did the producer allow me to ask this question? Who do you believe loves more, men or women?
Who I go women. I gotta
I
go women. I gotta go women. Women
I'm
love
you
gonna
think
hard,
we
disagree
man.
with
love
you on D
more?
Bell.
Yeah,
You
women
think
love hard.
harder?
Who loves more? Who you think loves more, men or women?
I just want to say, man, we got Hippie McGee in the building. What's going on, Hippie McGee? You want to speak on that? What?
I don't have nothing to say, you guys. Hey, keep the flow going. But they men
Oh
love hard though.
my
Hey,
Hey,
keep on
goodness.
going though.
I want to send a shout out to my man Hippie McGee. Much love to my boy. That's my boy right there. It was
What's
much
happening
love
with
to
you, baby?
Hippie McGee right
What's up? What's up? What's up, man?
I think
there.
love is that's. I feel like that just depends on the person. I don't think that is a gender specific thing. It depends on the person. Um, the the more that I'm more in tune, and the older I'm getting, the more I'm in tune with myself. I tend to love a little more harder, and
But
at this age, when I
you don't think women as a whole love harder than men do? Like they go all out. They go all out more for
I
men
don't.
than men do for women.
I don't. I don't.
um,
I don't.
Man, for real.
I
I
don't.
think. Oh
I
wait.
just
I really don't. I'm gonna prove my
I think.
theory why.
No.
I'm gonna
I
prove my
think.
theory why. I'm gonna
I
prove my
don't.
theory.
Okay. I think. Let me tell you. I think men do, and this is why I say this because a man will be. Hold on. I'm gonna use the side piece in this thing too. A man will be have a woman in a side piece, but he'll lie to the side piece because he respects her feelings more than he does the main person or whatever. So I feel like men would love more than a woman because me when I cut you off you just off like it ain't no
right.
circling back.
But that's
I'm
lust.
gonna
If
tell
you
I
said
you
a side
why.
piece, that's lust. That's lust. I'm talking about like when you come home, a woman she'll iron your clothes, she'll cook your dinner. She love hard. Hey, that's why y'all bust out tires and stuff. Y'all bust out tires and windows and stuff.
that's
I
not
tell you
love
that.
though.
That's
That's
not,
not
Yeah, it
love
is.
of
It
acting
is.
out.
To
No,
me,
it's
it is.
not. Let me tell you something. I thought that
that
was
bust
love when
out
I was that age, acting a fool,
When you
busting.
was doing that, you
I
was
was
doing it.
doing.
You was doing it.
Hey, I ain't gonna incriminate
Hey,
myself. But
so
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
can
Statute of
say is, I
limitations. We don't
thought.
know. Statute
I
of
thought,
limitations. We know how far they
hey,
go.
hey, he might hear this and be like, let me charge this bitch. But like,
Statute of
I kind of
limitations.
feel like, hey, I just think that that's not love. That was not love that I was exhibiting. That was complete. I was asinine, I was just crazy, just ignorant, and that wasn't love. Love is now what I can do for a man, and vice versa is being peaceful with him. Allow him to be the man and lead and guide that listen, peace. I love my peace. I done found peace, and
Two things can be true though. Two things can be
it's
true
more
though. You can still was
orgasmic than
loving him.
anything. Nah.
Well, now let me say this here, and I'm gonna break this down real quick for y'all. A man loves more than a woman ever will. I'm gonna prove it to you why.
I don't know about that
Because
right there.
love,
Please
I'm gonna prove
prove
it
it
to
to
you.
me.
I'm gonna prove it
right.
to you. Love is a giving spirit. Love is a giving spirit. It doesn't look to receive; it looks to give. Men give more than women. Women receive more. When you
I'm
take a
following you.
woman
Okay,
out on a
I'm
date,
following you. Okay, I'm following you, Pastor.
it's just you have to really look at this narrative. Men, let's just say I'm just hypothetical. I'm just using this as a hypothetical situation. Let's say a woman got 4 kids and a man has one. A man has to love 5 people all as one, while taking care of all 5 people, while giving all his resources to all 5 people, providing a house for all 5 people, providing a food for all 5 people, for making sure everyone gets to point A, all five people. For making sure the woman has gas in her car is washed, everything she needs to be taken care of. A man gives it all. Why? Women aren't built like that, and they're not gonna do that. The first thing a woman tells you, I'm not gonna take care of a man. When in reality, she has to learn how to take care of a man. A man is raised to know how to take care of a woman. A woman isn't raised to know how to take care of a man. She's raised to know how to receive from a man and what a man should do, how he should be provided. Notice that today, if you look at everything, a modernized woman, how she thinks, everything is given to her. Everything is given. It's a gentleman I ain't gonna follow, but I heard he preaches pandering to women. A man also, and this is true, this is very much true. A man does not only raise children, I hate to say it like this here, but a man also help raise the level of his woman. Because the old mindset that someone else gave, he has to regenerate that, reprogram it, and transform it to elevate it to higher heights and different levels. That's love when you take something and you have to give a nurturing nature to a woman. A woman looks to receive. Greatest example, you give her a house, give it to her, she has to turn it into a home. You give her a seed,
Gotcha,
she
yeah.
gives you a child. You give her food, she provides a dinner. Everything is given to her for her to make something happen. Nothing is given in return for the man. We say it is, Lord knows it's true. We say it is a good home, a comfortable peace with all this, but it takes a man giving to receive that notion. That's why the man loves more. We ain't talking about the side piece because that she like D Bell is right. That's just a lust situation on that. But
Yeah.
as far as loving a woman, a man has to love that woman even more. Why? Because she got postpartum depression. She fights trauma with her sister. She got something going on with her friends. She dealing with something with this child. Something going on at work. It's a lot of things that men have to
Yeah.
give to help that woman.
And the ladies did say this. Let me ask you, let me ask y'all this real quick. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, bi- uh, I ain't trying to get too personal, then, or you can just talk about somebody else's life. Was y'all father a important part of your life, or other ladies how they treat men? You know what I'm talking about? Like if they had like
Yeah,
a father,
I grew up in a two
is
parent
that a big
home.
issue?
I didn't grow up in.
Um,
I ain't trying to get too personal. If you don't want to answer, it's cool.
oh no,
But
no, no. I think growing up in a two parent home, I had young parents, so I had a different type of two parent home. My parents had four kids by the time they was 21. So I had young parents. I just had a different dynamic, but I had parents who were trying. They did everything possible to
mm,
provide and show us what love was. Um,
but your dad was there, of
I
course. Like,
yeah, I look at I can tell the certain type of man if they had a father in their life if they didn't. It's they just act
damn,
different, they
damn.
talk different. They do. I stand on it. They talk different, they act on it. And Shay, I think you can kind of agree to that. Like you can tell if a man was predominantly raised by just a woman versus a man.
Oh, I got a question. I want to flip the script, D Bell,
Hold
real
on,
quick.
say all. Let's just say Kumar real quick. I'm sorry, Drake. I just want to
I, I,
say,
I got a question for you. I asked that
okay,
question.
go ahead,
Continue
Drake.
on.
My bad.
Did your mothers teach you how to respect a man, love a man, and care for a man?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Not in. I'm not talking about in your 30s. I'm talking about in your younger years.
Um,
You got
I can
quiet in
say
the
she
church.
talked about no, she talked about it. I can say more so my dad. My daddy was more of the he was real raw in his words, about you guys you can't be
Old
doing all
school, old
that
school,
shit.
oh, oh
Hey,
yeah,
you can't be
old
doing
school,
all
yeah.
that. You can't be doing all that because I'm telling you, I used to be a menace. And he's just like, you can't be doing all that now. Shit. And then it's just like, all right, I stopped or whatever. But yeah, like I was. Like I would say more so. My mama is she preached it. It was all that preaching. I didn't want to hear all that. But daddy, he old school and he was not about to listen to that nonsense I had going on.
What I mean is like most parents, like a mother.
Hmm.
Most mothers to me aren't teaching daughters how to properly when they get old of age and they started
Because they
dating
don't
or
know.
now
They
that's what I
don't
was waiting
know.
on.
They don't
And
know.
that's why I say the dynamic of love has shifted because men we hit it from both angles. Your mother tell you about how to treat a woman because you know we run across these women. We bring them, mama, you can't talk to her like that. You should treat her like this, blah blah blah. Then we get to our father, son, you know, X, Y, Z, because that's why love is different dynamic for me because we have to give a lot more. Whether we receive it back or not, we still have to give because that's the nature of men. That's what love is, a giving spirit. And
Yeah,
I
Dre,
see
you
that
broke it down. I never thought about that, about the give part, man.
it's a. I
I mean,
mean,
I like that analogy. That was a good thing. That's
but
I
it's
think
true.
Shay was right when she said men do love a little harder. I just think it really just depends on the person because I done seen men not love you and waste your time. But I think but I also can see your point of view in
Okay,
men
let's go.
love harder.
Let's go deep in this narrative. You can
I'll
love.
repeat,
Let's say
I'll
you
repeat,
love
I'll repeat.
him.
Dre. Hey, Dre, let me ask, Shay, what was Shay saying now?
About which one? About which
No,
question?
I think you had an opinion right before that happened.
I don't know.
I thought you had an opinion. I thought, well, go ahead then, Dre.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought you
yeah.
had an opinion. You were going to say something about it.
If okay, if are we loving people according male and female? This is everybody can answer this question. Are we loving the individual in front of us how we want to be loved or how they should be loved?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna let the
I think
I would
it
say,
should be both.
me. I would
It
say, I want
should
to.
be both.
Yeah, there you go. They should be both. That's a tough one. That Dre.
Okay,
That
but
was a
this
good
is
one,
my
that boy.
question. If it should be both, how can you love if D Bell's dating, I'm just an example. If D Bell's dating Serena and Serena's dating D Bell, D Bell can't love Serena how D Bell wants to be loved. D Bell has to love Serena how Serena wants to be loved.
And boy,
Because
vice
that
versa too, though, right? Vice versa
true.
too, right?
That's why I say because
She
love
should love me. She should love me the way I want to be loved too, right?
Right.
exactly. Because why? Because some people look at love and it's a selfishness in that love.
Mhm.
I
Mm.
mean, think about because black
Preach,
And I
we
think
brother.
that's
we
why
black culture we
conversations
pushed it
Oh, I'm
there.
following you, bro. I'm
and
following you, nigga.
that's why
My bad. I almost called you the N
communicating and
word. I'm
having
sorry.
those conversations are important when you're in that courting stage. You know, this is what it is, this is what it ain't. I can have a conversation with this man and tell him everything, my expectations, I hear his expectations, and you compromise. I
Hold on,
think
hold
that's
on.
just
What's
what it's
wrong? Hold
about.
on. Oh, I need you to say that again because I heard compromise at the end. So say that again, if you don't mind. Repeat
Oh,
your sentence.
well, because I've got the sentence, but in a nutshell, um, if I have a
You said if
conversation with a
with a
man,
man, yeah.
yeah, like if I have a conversation, I'm able to tell him my expectations, and he can tell me his, and we compromise there. You know, there's
Okay,
going to
guys.
be some
Okay.
things you could be stuck in your ways, but is that being stuck in that ways a good way to be stuck in? You know, the whole purpose of having a partner is for elevation, and if you
Right.
can show me a better way to elevate myself, I'm going to take that part. I'm going to take that part of you.
Okay, now let me ask this question. Like I say, black dynamics drastically shift, especially for the female, because the narrative, if he doesn't do this, he's not the one. If he doesn't act this way, he's not the one. If he doesn't do this,
Talk to him, Drake.
everything is
Talk to him, Drake. Eh?
dynamic for changing. If you can't, I think a lot of women painting a picture of a fairy tale lifestyle that in men see reality, y'all see fairy tales. Not in all women's cases, because some women are very brought to reality. If the man, everything, like, let me an example. I'm not this type of person, but I'm just putting an example. Uh, if the man isn't financially stable, don't date him because he's not found at you where he needs to be. But
Oh,
here's
he's
the
not 6 foot.
kicker. Watch
Oh, he's
the
I
not
kicker,
6 feet
agree.
woman.
tall. Oh, he's
Watch,
not 6 feet tall.
watch the shoot. No, no, watch this. Watch how the narrative change for the man. The man got to make a certain amount of money, but the woman can be comfortable where she's at, right? But the man still has to take on what the woman has.
Ain't gotta be 6 feet
Men
tall.
does not, and well, they're too bad. But
No.
men have to look at it from a. That's why I say that men. Let's range back to narrative how men love differently because a woman, if a man making 90,000, she's making 40. The man, you never hear a man in a narrative say you have to make a certain amount of money. You get what I'm saying? We
Or
have to
give
make
her
sure you are earning.
she
And
had to get she
he
had to give her
he
allowance. She had to give him an allowance and be 6 feet tall.
Definitely. I ain't fading away from the I don't care what you say. I ain't fading away from that. But
so
Ain't you
that's why the
tall? How
dynamics for
tall are you,
love is
Shay?
different.
I'm 5'10" and I'm not dating anybody short.
Oh.
Why I'm 5'11" shit? You want the nigga to wear heels? You want the nigga to wear high heels?
No, no, and that we all the same when we lay same size when we lay down, miss either. No, you got to be taller than me. I'm just
I'm
saying.
with Shay on
So,
that one. I can understand her point of view why she said 6 foot tall. I
yeah,
think that's reasonable. I
yeah.
think now me being 5'1",
I think a
talking about
tall
some you
woman that
got
can
to be six
put a
one.
leg around my head. Go ahead.
Well,
My
oh
bad, Pastor.
Lord, oh
My
Lord.
bad, Pastor. My bad. We on
Now
Facebook. I'm
me,
sorry, Pastor.
like I said, me being 5'1", it's kind of unrealistic asking a man you
Oh,
got to
you
be
fun
6 foot.
size. Damn.
Not fun size.
I didn't mean to say that out
Whatever.
loud. I'm sorry.
But
I'm
look,
sorry. I didn't
You
mean to say that out
did.
loud.
So
Yeah.
it's like, so yeah, it's unreasonable for me, but that's not unreasonable for her. And I think everyone has their preference, and their preference should be respected. You know,
I
a
get
lot of
that.
the
I get
things
that.
people do.
She 5'10". I get that. I want a man a little tall because she probably gonna wear heels. She gonna wear heels and probably be tall then and they go out.
But I think back to what he said about the whole financial aspect of it. I think that and I dated a man who was, he was going through a rough spot financially, and he
It
was
was what? It was
mean.
what? It was good financial or
He was
rough
like
off.
a rough little rough patch or whatever, and he was
Okay, I got you. Okay.
mean.
He was struggling a
And
little bit. I got you.
I would never date a man who's struggling financially. Why? Because they be mean as fuck. It's just what it is. They are mean
But
because they're not in a.
why do we have to accept it though?
Ooh.
That's y'all
Below the
accepting.
belt. Below the
I'm
belt.
not a
Below the
look.
belt.
Listen, y'all
Hey,
can
Dre.
accept
Below the
it.
belt. Punch
I'm
below
not
the belt.
accepting a man
everybody,
because I'm
yeah.
financially stable. I have stability. So my expectation is, yeah, you need to come stable. You must come stable. Cause baby, I can't support you. Now, if we're married and
Oh, oh,
things
oh, oh,
happen,
oh.
it's
I mean,
different.
cut y'all, sweetie. Hey, were you supporting no boy when he was struggling? Because you say you did talk to a dude when he was in a rough
Nope.
patch. You didn't say with
Nope.
him? Did you say with him?
No,
You
Well,
dumped
we
him?
broke up for
Oh,
other
you
we
dumped him?
broke up
Hold on.
for other
You
reasons.
dumped him?
But
You dumped him when he was
dang,
going through a rough patch?
that's so harsh. Am I supposed to suffer with him? Like
Hey, I
what the
didn't
fuck?
wash my ass. You don't want to do it. I didn't do it.
Am I
Okay,
supposed to
well
suffer too?
hold up, wait.
I'm
I got
not
a question. I
suffering.
got one
No,
question
you're
about
supposed to
that.
uplift him. You ain't
I,
got to suffer
I got
too.
one.
Stay with him through his hard times. Go ahead,
I
Dre Day.
try.
Go
It
ahead, Dre
do.
Day.
I
Go
try
ahead,
so
Dre
I
Day.
hard.
got one
I'm a
question,
song up, nigga.
and I'm gonna leave it alone after this here. I'm gonna send it back to my producer after this here. Is dating or people today? Either you guys, either one can answer just personally. Are we dating for love or are we dating for stability?
I'm dating for love because I got my house things. Like my mama,
Ugh.
I've had all sisters. So my mama used to tell us never depend on a man's money. So that means you get out there, you work for what you have. So I say, me personally, I'm dating for love.
And I love that about you. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna date. I'm dating for stability and love. I'm not going to negate the fact that you need to be stable because the love is there, baby. I need both of those things. People can say what they want to say. Love ain't going. Love is the pillar of the relationship. Most people divorce because of finances. So we
Yeah,
need some
yeah.
type of stability. We need that type of stability. I need that. Okay.
I think you should marry really on love number one, but also from what I heard, for someone to build with.
Right.
You know
Mm.
what I mean? Because leave your kids something with. I know which was they say she has a daughter, right?
Uh-huh.
Dre, I know you have a daughter. Dre, I know you have a daughter, right? I know you got a daughter, right?
I have a couple
You want to
daughters.
leave them something, you know what I mean? So something to build up on. If you're gonna be with somebody, build on it. You start from love and then build from there.
Well,
But
I'll say
like you
this
said,
here.
she just left. She left the old boy because he was dead broke.
Well, I
This
will
is
say this here.
hilarious.
I will say this
That's
here.
what she said.
That is not why I broke up with him.
Most relationship and most
Hey, you
divorces
said he was gonna do a rough draft copy, like he was writing a paper. Say he was gonna do a rough draft, and his paper wasn't right. You kick him to the curb. Damn F,
And he
F
was
minus.
mean as fuck. I got out of there. Okay, I ain't about to suffer that.
Well, that's it. That's his dumb ass fault because you can't be mean and broke.
Okay, you can't. You cannot. You just can't.
You can't be mean and broke. Shit, you better be nice.
Pick
You better be
one.
nice.
He
If
had to
you
pick one.
if you lacking one thing, you better have an A plus in the other. They go for the
In
bedroom.
more ways
They
than
go for the
others.
bedroom too. They go for the bedroom too.
Okay, listen. I ain't arguing that
You better be
shit.
delivering. You better be delivering. Shit. You can't show them no 3 inches, then be demanding.
Oh
Shit.
Lord. I think I think that this is my opinion. It's just my opinion.
Sorry, Pastor. Sorry, Dre Day. Sorry, Pastor.
I think that I think people love is most important because I get financially but love when you love an individual, especially a man who really loves that woman, love does pay bills because you're not gonna let that person go without. Men will go be above and beyond to make sure the comfortability of a woman when he truly loves her.
Yeah.
Uh, love is also dependent, so we depending on each other. I think a lot of relationships these days in the social media era are based off of business deals. You know, I deal with you because you got this going on. I deal with you because you got that, and I learn to like you later. I encourage men, especially men, make sure you pick the right one. They say he that findeth the wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor. But you have to understand the wife part is the loving part because she has to have things that make her a wife. Because if you can't be with a man when he's down, and I know I get some women who deserve to be in a position that was down for the brother. He left her for somebody else. I get that part. But we don't know why he left her. I don't know, but
Yeah.
only he can expound that part. But I do believe that woman down with you when you in the trenches, when you get to your best, she should receive the best because she was there. That's why I think
But
love.
one left with her boyfriend when he was in the trenches on the phone. I ain't gonna say no name. But one of them left
Um,
our boy when he was in the trenches.
it
Well,
wasn't the
Belle,
trenches.
you
It's
got
just
to
how
ask
you
yourself
treat
this
me. How
question,
you
G
treat
Belle.
me goes a long way, also.
Nah, he was in the trenches. He left him.
Mm-mm. How he treated me. You can't mistreat me now.
Oh
That
yeah,
ain't
Okay,
can't
gonna
be
let me
work.
mean.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
let
you
me
can't
ask you
be
this
mean with
question.
two
Then. Let me
inches.
let me,
Oh, I
let me
forgot.
ask
Yeah,
you
you
this
can't be
question
mean with
before I
two
get
inches.
back to my producer. Uh, who breaks up home more, men or women?
I
Men.
think we do. I think we do.
I disagree
Why?
because
Elaborate.
let me give you an example. She just left old boy in the trenches,
He was in the
Oh,
trenches,
oh,
all
here
because
we
she felt
go.
some type of way.
and he only had 3 inches.
No,
Oh,
see, he was
okay,
mean to me. That was
okay.
he didn't have 3 inches now, but he was mean. He was very mean.
Now wait, now this is what I'm saying. I'm not women bashing. Let me say this here. I think a lot of times that's the narrative that's being painted in the black community. It's more of who does what, who know what does, who does and what more, who needs to do
Who can
more.
provide? Who can provide? Yeah, I got you. Provide better.
It's too much the narrative being painted on what we done to be successful in a relationship. Some of these folks probably ain't even been a good decent relationship. We have to also understand that in the black culture, look at the negatives that really being painted and seen as positives.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel you.
You know, because we push black love only if it's being seen as a proposal, only as being seen if it's roses on the floor, only as it being seen as a trip, across the world. That's the only way we see black love. Oh, that's love because not the love of the family, the narrative, the barbecues, bringing mother-in-law over, bringing father-in-law over, bringing a family cousin, and we all have this great time at a picnic. But the love is being painted is only examining only what is given, and I think
And
that's the destruction of
he's
the
six
black
foot tall.
community.
And 6 foot.
And I guess that 6 foot tall. I mean, well, all I can tell you is, they go. I don't know what to tell you. If you 5'10", and he got to be 6'2".
Hey,
One thing I
real
can tell
quick.
you, but other
Hey,
than
let me
Okay.
that,
ask him something real quick, Dre. I know y'all go tell us. Hey, what else do y'all recommend a man like financially, like how much he has to make a year annually? Uh, that you gotta be a sharp dresser. I'm my bad. I'm passing D Will, but we get back to that. D. My bad. I'm gonna pass D Will. My bad.
Look, y'all see what's going on here. You see how the chemistry that y'all have with these four people. Can we see these four people again Monday? If y'all want it, man, y'all gotta make sure y'all get in the
Hey, this is
comments.
our first conversation.
The first
Hey,
conversation, and look how deep they went. And I think it can go a little bit further. They didn't even get into one of their topics today, so we'll bring that back next week. Like I said, we got Hippie in here. We ain't moved. We in here laughing, cracking up. So if you got anything you want to say about these cats,
I just want to say I love all four of y'all, and I
appreciate
want to just say, in a relationship, I'm looking financially because I'm trying to be a house husband. All right, thank y'all. I'm signing off.
Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Now, hey, I don't see nothing wrong with that because if you got enough money saved up and you can retire yourself and stay home.
huh?
But
Say that
the
again.
game cold,
Oh,
boy.
say
The
that
game
again.
cold. Hey,
We
Retire
Say
ain't
that
got nothing. You
again.
yourself.
just pay my
Stay
bills.
home. Hey, hey.
Oh my goodness. That's why I was gonna ask why. I was gonna ask y'all what your other requirements are being 6 feet tall.
You said you was gonna ask what?
Which other requirements are being 6 feet tall?
What other requirements?
Yeah, like financially wise, like physical build.
At least take care of your body. Like
Yeah,
you can a man who say, yeah, like take care of your body.
yeah. I wouldn't say you have to be like a
Top
gym
physical
guru.
shape. Top physical shape. Yeah, gotta be top physical shape. Give me a little cut.
No, no.
D-Bell, you
But
got
I need
somebody.
you.
D-Bell, you got somebody trying to hook him up with or something.
Right.
No,
You
no,
got it.
no. Because hey, you know you watch social media these days, Dre. That we. I think that they say dating during the social media era, right? Hey, you see females be asking for some outlandish shit these days, bro. Hey,
I
man,
agree.
hey,
I
dude
do. I
gotta make
mean,
6 figures. They gotta give him allowance. They gotta give him allowance. Man, they ask for all type of shit. You gotta drive a BMW and shit. They can't even provide for themselves, man. And they asking for a man to do it though.
ooh, ladies, wow.
look, look. On that note,
The
y'all,
man
we
got to
got to
drive
get ready to get up
BMW.
out
He
of
got to
here.
be
I
6 feet tall. He got to make 6 figures.
love.
They got to
I
give me $20,000 a month.
know
Like
we
what the hell?
that close.
Look, I think where y'all going now, that could take a whole nother hour. But look, we need to set this
You
up
right. You
again,
right here.
y'all,
That's what
because
I
y'all
said.
gonna
Let me
see these
talk.
four. We gonna continue to feed y'all with these four people. We really enjoyed y'all today. We gonna actually replay this show tonight because it was so good. So I don't know if anyone has any closing remarks before we go, and it has to be short. Maybe a
All right,
minute.
just thank you. Hey, nice meeting you, ladies, and thank you, D. Will, for bringing it on. Thank you, brother. That's all I got to say.
Good night, y'all.
Damn, nigga, you tired?
Wow, that
See
was
y'all
awesome.
next.
Tired. It's time you pass your bedtime, ain't it?
Well, look here.
Hey,
Look
and don't inbox these ladies if you ain't taller than 6 feet.
Right. He
Hey
that'll be
man, hey
So
y'all.
you would get blocked, nigga.
Hey man, we out. We out.